Hello everyone, welcome back to Gray's Horizons. I'm Wolfgang Gray. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This is my life story and my journey. If you're looking to do investing or do anything like that, please contact your financial advisor and do your own research. So the danger of doing what everyone else is doing is my topic today. If everyone's doing it, it's probably too late. The herd doesn't lead, they follow. The problem with the crowd, we all want to feel like we're doing the right thing when everyone's talking about the same stock, the same coin, the same can't miss opportunity. It feels safe, like validation, but herd mentality isn't rooted in wisdom, it's rooted in fear. Fear of missing out, fear of being wrong, alone. But the truth, most people don't win in the markets, not because they're dumb, but because they follow the crowd at exactly the wrong time. They get in late, they leave too early, they get emotionally swayed by the volume of hype rather than the quality of the information. Here's a personal story. I've done this too. I'm not immune. A few years ago, during the whole meme stock frenzy, my son got pulled into the hype around AMC. He'd missed out on Bitcoin earlier, despite my advice, and he probably could have still got in. So when Reddit started buzzing and Wall Street Bets was making headlines, he jumped in. I was skeptical, but I didn't want to shut him down completely. So I threw in a couple $100 too, just to play along and encourage him. But I warned him, don't go in deep. Some people made money, but a lot of people didn't. Most were just chasing the trend. Fortunately, I'd learned from an earlier mistake, one that cost me dearly. So this time, we kept our investment small. We got out without much damage. The experience, it reminded me how powerful crowd psychology can be. Even with experience, it's easy to get swept up when everyone else is shouting, "This is the next best thing." And if I hadn't learned my lesson from the past, I might have gone bigger and paid for it again. The consequences? It's not just about the money. You will regret it. The gut punch of knowing you've fallen into the same trap as so many others. The realization that you followed the hype instead of following a plan. And that's the real cost of chasing what everyone else is chasing. It's not just financial, it's emotional. It shakes your confidence. It delays your progress. Why the crowd is usually wrong. The crowd is reactive. They pile in when it feels easy, when it feels obvious. But by the time something feels obvious, it's usually already priced in. By the time the masses are loud, the edge is gone. When your Uber driver is giving you altcoin tips, you're not early. You're probably exit liquidity. Independent thinking is equal to survival. The people who build lasting wealth, they're not glued to the noise. They're not caught up in what's trending. They're focused on fundamentals, cycles, and long-term plans. They're journaling, researching, quietly compounding. They're not trying to impress. They're trying to endure. They know that being right doesn't mean being loud. It means being consistent. Educate yourself before jumping in. Education is your defense against hype. Start with books like The Creature from Jekyll Island, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Millionaire Next Door. These shape your foundational thinking. Then get into podcasts that speak to your niche, real estate, business investing, or whatever path you're exploring, and use that education to challenge trends. Learn to ask, what is this? How does it make money? What is the risk? Don't invest big into anything you don't truly understand. If you can't explain it clearly, you're not ready to bet your money on it. What to do instead? So what do you do instead? You build conviction. You craft a system. Maybe that's dollar cost averaging in or out. Maybe it's limiting your position size, setting exit targets, taking profits when things go parabolic. The point is you have a plan and you stick to it, not because it's easy, but because it keeps you grounded. You don't have to ride every wave. You just need to find the ones that move you forward. Everyone else is trying to get rich fast. I'm trying to stay wealthy for good. What's something you followed just because everyone else was doing it? And how did it turn out? Drop a comment below, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.